1. Writing on the wall, an expression used to describe an impending disaster or failure, based on the story in the book of Daniel where a hand appears and writes a message on the wall during a feast. 2. Forbidden fruit, an expression used to describe something that is tempting but ultimately harmful, based on the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden where they were forbidden to eat from the tree of knowledge. 3. The salt of the earth, an expression used to describe a person who is humble and unassuming but has great value, based on Jesus' teachings in the Sermon on the Mount. 4. Eye for an eye, an expression used to describe a punishment that is equal to the harm caused, based on the concept of justice in the Old Testament. 5. Good Samaritan, an expression used to describe a person who helps others selflessly, based on the story of the Samaritan who helps a man who was beaten and robbed on the road to Jericho. 6. Turn the other cheek, an expression used to describe a non-violent response to an insult or injury, based on Jesus' teachings in the Sermon on the Mount. 7. Let there be light, an expression used to describe the beginning of something or a sudden realization, based on the creation story in the book of Genesis. 8. A wolf in sheep's clothing, an expression used to describe a person who appears harmless but is actually dangerous, based on Jesus' warning in the New Testament. 9. The meek shall inherit the earth, an expression used to describe the idea that those who are humble and gentle will ultimately be rewarded, based on Jesus' teachings in the Sermon on the Mount. 10. The apple of my eye, an expression used to describe something or someone that is cherished above all others, based on the poetic language in the Old Testament.